Good morning. Apparently we are live, so I can tell that because we have the red light, and as if by magic.
I have no indication of a
I
Facebook
do.
Live.
I see it on the tube of you. Even as we speak, it is bursting forth. Oh, and you've got your volume turned up. That won't work.
I've got it down now.
We'll
Just
all be...
chill your butt out.
Chill my butt out. She can chill her butt out. She's got a butt everywhere.
All right.
So there. So we'll have to see who's joining us. And somebody has not only joined us, they've already liked us. Look about that.
Nice.
So we must be likeable this morning. That's obviously because it's 11 o'clock, which means...
It's Elevensies, the late morning show with Lisa and Anton.
It is. And you know what? We're actually on time.
Some people have late shows. Some people have morning shows. We have a late morning show.
It's very unique in its market segment. The late morning show.
There you go.
Yes, it's good, isn't it? It's a late show in the morning. I don't know. Or it's a late morning
Hello,
show.
Kim. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Eileen.
Hello, Sparky, and hello, Erin. Good morning both to you.
It's a Which Way Wednesday.
Which Way Wednesday. And so we thought, for no particular reason...
Other than the moon is in Virgo, which is an earth sign.
We talk about crystals.
So we're going to talk about rocks today.
It's all about the rocks. Well, we're on the third rock from the sun, I suppose.
We are on the third rock from the sun. Circled by a rock called the moon.
Yes. A lot of rocks, really. Rock on, baby.
Rock on, baby. Rock the witch thing, man. Good morning, Nessa.
You have a t-shirt.
So I think what I'd like to say first is...
Yes.
Crystals were dubbed like this new age thing.
Really?
But they've really been around for a very, very long time. Obviously, millennia.
They've been around longer than man.
And some people who think the Atlanteans were the forefathers of the Druids would understand that quartz crystal especially was very highly regarded and revered.
Quartz is amazing.
And
I could geek out on quartz.
yes, Anton can tell you that quartz crystal runs a watch.
Well, it does. You can get a quartz oscillator.
And that it vibrates to
32,768 times a second, which is 2 to the power of 15.
So really accurately that you could set a watch to it.
You do.
People do.
They do. Well, we've got Apple Watches now, so they don't really use quartz.
The black opal that I got from you is gorgeous.
Oh, well, see,
those black opals. I got a really beautiful bunch of black opals, and that was for the first Witchy Wonders.
Oh, the Witchy Wonders are wicked. Wicked
and Anton made
wonders.
that wonderful spray to go with it. This coming month, the end of the month, the 25th, I think, the Witchy Wonders come out, is going to be about divination.
I know you've got
Good morning. I love your shirt, Lisa. That color is very pretty on you. Oh, thank you.
Compliments. See?
Thank you. So it's,
like it when you get compliments.
It's like a pumpkin-colored dress from Zoolily, although they're not sponsoring us yet, but they probably should. And this is actually a scarf, and I'm wearing it to honor the energy of the god, because he's going to reach his peak of power on the solstice.
Fairly shortly.
I thought I'd wear some very sun kind of color, and I got this beautiful smoky quartz.
Oh, excuse
ring
us.
From a very certain person who loves me and likes me to adorn myself with things. But anyway, so it's crystal.
Well, that's a rock and that's a rock and a half.
That one, yes. Anyway, so crystals are ancient.
Well, yeah.
Crystals, the minerals in the earth feed the plants, and the plants feed the animals, including us.
This is true. And we all need minerals, actually, in our diet as well. In trace amounts.
Right. In the Chakra Crystal Energy Clinician course, there's a whole module on...
What do you call it? Cell salts? Is that what they're called?
Cell salts. There's zodiac salts. We go through all this kind of stuff. It's pretty thorough. So there you go. But I think what I'd like to say is, as crystals are really becoming more of the norm and less of the freaky new age stuff,
there is more, I think, a general acceptance.
People are really getting into holistic healing.
And a lot of waking up.
And I've noticed that things are happening with crystals now that were happening with herbs maybe 15, 20 years ago.
Well,
meaning
herbs
that
have always been
herbs have always been around. Holistic healing has always been around. Food is medicine. But you notice about 20 years ago, there were an explosion of different folklore names for the same herb, right? So there was a store in New Windsor that's not around anymore that claimed they were carrying over 1,000 herbs. And at the time, we carried a little over 300. And I thought,
how do you do that?
They can't be, But when I did my research, I realized that if they were carrying Queen of the Meadow, Joe Pyeweed, gravel root, those are all the same herb, right? Queen of the Meadow, Joe Pyeweed, gravel root. So that was 3 for the one jar.
Come up, if you had 333 herbs and you come up with 3 names, there's 999.
There's 999, yes.
999. Good morning, Gilda.
So I got somebody else here saying, good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Skittle looks so cozy. Yes, she's being a turd again today. That's our MO.
She's
all right.
molting
So
badly.
I've noticed that the same thing is happening now with crystals. People will come in and say, do you have a quasi left-handed upside down jasper? And I'm like, well, I have no idea what that is, but if you tell me what's in it or show me a picture, oh, you mean brachiated jasper. So be mindful while you're searching that there are more and more now names being given to the same crystals. So there's an out-of-print book called Love is in the Earth, a Kaleidoscope of Crystals by Melody.
For giggles, I had to look and see. They're going for stupid money now.
Oh, no, you're kidding. I was going to recommend that people get that book.
Oh,
however,
you'd be lucky to find one.
However, there's 700 crystals listed in there, and only maybe 150 of them are actually obtainable.
Unobtainium?
That's what I called it. Yeah, that was funny. Because we can be very sarcastic sometimes. There's like one of them at the Smithsonian Institute, so you're not going to be able to buy that. So when people come in and they've done that, they've researched something, and it's there's one of them. We say, oh, you're looking for unobtainium, but then we always say, well, what does it do? What are you looking for?
What do you want? What are you looking for here?
Seemed like lots of dyed and faked ones.
Oh,
my
and
God,
how?
absolutely.
And there's a glut of fake Moldavite.
There's a glut of fake Moldavite right now. People are buying green glass at $80 a gram.
Or
it's
plastic.
sad. Yeah, or plastic.
I know.
So
I
yes,
the
make
piece
sure
the other day and went, oh, you poor thing.
Make sure when you are buying something, you're getting it from a reputable source, right? We try very hard not to have anything dyed.
We do. We don't dig dyed.
We do have the colored glass obsidians, but they are a volcanic glass, and then there's minerals in them that make them different colors, right?
Well, I mean,
so
we know glass its color,
right? We know that the Statue of Liberty is made of copper, but she has that
verdigris
aqua patina. So if there's a lot of copper in a mineral, it's going to be a greenish color.
Bluey green.
Like malachite, azurite, copper, and chrysocolla, malacola. They're all the same mineral. They're all copper at different times of being cooked.
Chromium will make something yellow.
Right.
It's interesting.
Iron will make something an orangey color.
Orangey red, yeah.
Right.
You get that.
And then we do have those, we do carry the man-made aura.
They vaporize like a precious metal and
right.
It sticks
so
onto the surface.
Gold turns blue, silver turns pink. So we do have those, but we try really hard not to get anything dyed. However, sometimes if we buy like 100 pendulums, they'll sneak in a couple of dyed agates or something in there.
Yeah, we try. We like to keep things natural, and we're also mindful as to where our crystals are.
Oh, Kim is saying she made a mistake buying aquamarine from China.
Oops.
And it was dyed with some weird resin on top. Yeah, China is really spitting out.
You can't say all of China, but there are unscrupulous people all over the bloody world who will take advantage of you.
And right now during the pandemic,
good morning, Shelby.
Different things are becoming harder to obtain. When we were just mineral shopping a couple of months ago, I had a list, and the person who owns this place said, oh, well, the next thing that's going to be hard to get is citrine. Because the suppliers have rocks stuck all over the world.
Yep.
You can't get them.
Well, there's a major disruption to the supply chain. You know, things stopped. Good morning, Robert. Thank you for joining us.
But just as within any recipe, if you were making a recipe, and if you're allergic to gluten, you're going to substitute coconut flour or rice flour or almond flour. Well, you don't want cauliflower.
No.
Pizza, he doesn't want cauliflower.
No, it's just wrong.
If you come across a certain list of crystals,
Good morning, Savannah.
a certain list of crystals that you want to use and you don't have that one, you can always fall back on clear quartz.
Yes, you can.
And you can ask it to do the job of the crystal that's recommended.
Quartz is amazing.
Quartz will multiply the energy of the crystals near it, so will copper. Or you could make a substitute, right? If you're looking for stuff to do something for public speaking, and there's a particular crystal that's listed for throat chakra, you could look at other stones that are throat chakra colors. Blues, teals,
that kind of stuff. There's
always a way, work around.
It's our philosophy: adapt, improvise, overcome. Yeah. I mean, you can't. For example, you can't control the astrological energies that are available to you.
Right.
You have to use what you've got. And yes, it may not be optimally suited for what you're trying to do. So therefore, you change what you're trying to do to suit what's available. So we have to. Hello, Nina. We got new people joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate that. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and stick around for later because
we're gonna have a box opening. We got. Diva Designs has landed, so we have some new things from Diva Designs.
But it's already the Wednesday, our Give Back Wednesday, where we do our free readings
so 6:30 tonight. We have free readings. Yeah.
Do join us 6:30 Eastern tonight, and we'll be spending an hour or so doing free readings for people. It's our way of giving back to the community.
And I did a walk around the other day that isn't edited yet.
Well, you haven't
about
finished
our
it
crystals.
Yet. Oh, you did the crystals. Yeah. All right.
So I'm going to do it in sections because we have so much stuff now. It would be 3 hours long if I did. I think the crystals were almost 12 minutes. So
yeah, no, I think you spent a quarter of an hour, and that's just running through the crystal cabinets and a few pieces.
Right. So Anton is going to edit that in the next week or so, and we'll try to get that up. Yeah.
All right. And apparently,
we got a lot of stuff going on. We have a lot of stuff going on. Deadlines just keep flying by.
I love the sound they make as they go whooshing over your head. It's lovely.
All right. So, because we're opening today, I think we better get on with part of the day.
We better.
And then we'll see in a little bit. Once we get opened and settled, we'll be doing a box opening.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, you can't have too many crystals either. If anybody says you've got too many crystals.
I carry crystals every day. I make sure I carry black tourmaline. That's a force field stone. And the girls made me weigh my pockets one day. It was half a pound.
You can have too many crystals if you're trying to swim across a large body of water.
All right, card of the day.
7 of Swords. So you've got to be a little bit vigilant here. This card to me is life happens when you're busy making other plans, and we've got a lot of distraction going on here. Here's the Brigadier General giving his orders group over here. Right, tomorrow, men, we're going to attack the enemy and catch them with their pants down. Meanwhile, this urchin's nicked all the swords. So come tomorrow morning, they're all going to be like, well, we're very angry men and we'll shout at you. You're bad, you're naughty. But they've lost the ability to actually fight.
What is your reading?
Do not. do not allow yourself to be distracted and pulled away from things. You can get focused sometimes too much on my master plan and forget to do the basics like securing your weapons, for example, so that somebody can nick them. So you've got to, even though you've got your head in great ideas and great stuff, remember you've got to manage your basics. And I think this card's very much about that. For me, what's your reading for today? And I'll interrupt you 47 times while you do.
I only interrupted you once because you talk a blue streak, but you don't give a
I talk
reading.
A blue streak. That is a reading. Tell me it's not.
The reading I would give for advice for people today is
yes.
Because of Mercury retrograde,
yes.
Moon in Virgo, ruled by Mercury, you may have to be a little bit army, which means you tell someone something.
Oh, no.
You tell them again, and then you ask them to repeat to you what you told them, right? So you say, we're going to do this job today. This job is going to get done today. What job are we doing today? Okay. So I think today is about trying to keep people on the same page. That's my reading.
Well, that's what by the way, Sparky says excellent advice, Anton. So there you go. I'm not all bad. But yeah, no, it really is about focus today, and
All
yeah,
right.
you may need to
Stay
you
on
may
it.
need to direct some energies. That tells me that the card on the camera is full up, so I have to move that on.
All right.
But that's all good. It's
All
all
right.
good.
Well, we'll see you in a little
thank
bit.
you so
Have a
much.
wonderful,
Thank
wonderful
you. So-
Wednesday.
Erin
And-
says OMG, and now she's laughing her ass off, so it's all good.
Oh, because I chastise him?
She does all the time. It's only the depth that varies.
Yeah, he's
so
always
you know,
in it.
I'm always in it. But,
All
you
right.
know, there
We'll
you
see you in
go.
a little bit.
Listen, thank you so
Peace
much
out.
for joining us.
Have a
Check us
great
out.
one.
We've got to go open the store, so we'll see you a bit later, and we'll do some box openings, and stick around tonight because we've got our free readings for tarot. So have an amazingly wonderful day. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment,
Peace.
subscribe.